versus DongRaeGu.
Wow. 8 Afreeca Worlds versus DongRaeGu's 0. That is something. However, both these guys are incredibly good, and we're going the distance to find out who will take it. That's the best part of a best of 7. In the bottom left-hand side of the map, he 3-0'd Cure. It's DRG.
And in the top right, he looked a little shaky early, but he's here now. It is Solar.
Did you reorganize your room, by the way?
I just moved my desk to the opposite side of the office.
Okay. I thought it looked a little different.
Yeah. Same room, different angle.
Alright, so the mystery of ZvZ. The mystery of whether to 13-12 or not, or Night Assault in, or 2-base Muta and hope you're not getting Night Assault in.
Hey, look, it's a pool. Alright, so both players effectively doing identical things here.
Yes, indeed.
I got the confirmation email, and initially they're like, yeah, it'll be there in 3 to 4 days. And the email's like, so how does January sound? Are you into January as a month?
It's just a late Christmas present for yourself. By the time it gets there, you'll have completely forgotten about it, and it'll be a nice surprise.
Oh, I will have forgotten about it in a week, let alone 6 months for sure. One of them is November 17th. That's like a Thanksgiving gift.
Okay.
Hatch timings are virtually identical for the 3rd here.
Yeah. I wonder if that's because they were planning that as like a BlizzCon thing, maybe then. Who knows?
Well, I mean, they're not going to have StarCraft 2 at BlizzCon this year.
No. Well, they said they might have that they'd have something StarCraft related.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
But no WCS Global Finals.
Yeah.
Which is honestly fine by me.
Yeah, I mean, Katowice is a fantastic venue for sure. I kind of want to go, honestly.
Katowice has always been better than BlizzCon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that it's had the open bracket. And just, like, the way better tournament format as opposed to, like, the rushed, like, 1 day round of 16. And then, like, the 1 day round of 8 and boom, champions declared.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've always, and the fact that Katowice has the open bracket, I've always liked it way better. But yeah, going to that event would be awesome. I'll go to Poland.
Heck yeah. Assuming all this COVID stuff is cleaned up, which, who knows?
Yeah, they canceled the one for this year already, right?
Did they?
It's just going to be the online thing, I thought, isn't it?
I didn't see any official announcements about that.
I thought they switched the whole year to, like, online, I thought.
Maybe. It would make sense.
Yeah, that would be a little sad if that was the case, but yes, we shall see.
Yeah. Deal with it as it comes.
Maybe they'll just pull like an NBA or whatever and just quarantine all the nerds for 2 weeks and be like, and then they'd be like, nothing's different. Oh, that was close. DRG playing with fire.
That is the knife fight in a phone booth.
I love it.
Situation. The
I
Lings and the
love it
Banelings, man.
so much.
One of the best ways to lose because of lag in StarCraft. I don't feel like there's a lot of them, but oh crap, I just lost 20 Lings to 1 Baneling because of lag is a good one.
Yeah, that definitely is a good one.
All right, so Solar definitely focusing on roaches here, whereas melee attack is being upgraded by DongRaeGu, and his Spire got started. He's like, you know what's real good in Starcraft? Mutalisks.
It's like a make 'em versus Terran.
Yeah, in what matchup, DongRaeGu? I did what? All of them.
All of them. So I've been casting Alpha Star every other day on the channel, and Alpha Star basically just does this massive, like, 50 drone roach all in against, and it just kills every Zerg that's going for a 2-base Spire play.
Oh, for sure.
And it's like, oh boy, Alpha Star is starting to build roaches. I sure hope that the Zerg who's building the Spire knows this is coming and prepares for it, and they never do.
No. That's just an eternal truth. I mean, that dates back to Wings of Liberty, man. Like, Spire play is just destroyed by certain roach timings. Every time. But if your timings are bad, then you're in trouble. Alright, so it's like, you know what we did really good against Cure? Weird Ling run-bys. And not accomplishing a lot.
Yeah, I guess not. It is keeping Solar back at home, however.
Yeah, that's true. Look at these banelings just walking in the front door, man.
La-di-da-di-da.
Good drone pull. Good roach control there, too. Solar's fine.
These guys are just doing a million things at once, and I'm having a hard time even seeing it all.
Yeah. It gets tricky in ZvZ for sure.
DongRaeGu gonna try and cancel this hatchery. Looks like he will get the cancel last second too.
Dang, that was close. Good control there. Alright, 10 muta is gonna pop now. There is 2 spores in production for Solar. Doesn't seem like enough, but hey, what do I know?
Yeah, I get the feeling that this is going to be really, really nice for DongRaeGu. Solar's so far away from getting out a Nidus, getting out Hydras, Infestors. He's got the buildings building, but like the mutas are already out.
Yeah, and they're moving. They're going to kill all the overlords they can and then move across and see what they can get done. Pathogen glands getting started. Love that from Solar. Seen that neglected a little bit from Zergs recently. I don't know why. They just make infestors. They don't bother to get pathogen glands.
Yeah, I think it's because they just imagine there may be a transition or whatever, but I think you can count on DongRaeGu to be making a lot of mutas, so pathogen glands is definitely worth it.
For sure. The fungals are going to have to be money here.
Oh, DongRaeGu just going for an attack, however.
He does take down the spore here. This base is in trouble.
He kills the queens, he kills the spores.
Dude, Hatch is sacked. It's done.
Oh my
Mutas
gosh,
are gonna finish
what
it
an
off.
attack from DongRaeGu. He didn't lose like a single muta either. And these infestors, will they pop before pathogen glands is done? Looks like the answer is no. They're perfectly timed up by Solar.
Yeah, that's sick. Look at that. Done, and infestors are here. That's great.
Yeah, but so are the mutas, and if all the hydras are dead...
I mean, you can try to chain fungal him to death.
Yeah, it's not quite what it once was, but wow. Solar just taps out after losing his third. And DongRaeGu takes game number 1.
And it was 4 bases to 2, so that's really hard to come back from. Mutalisks, the answer to all of life's problems, it turns out. We just needed DongRaeGu to show us the way.
Just make mutts, man.
Copenhagen says if Solar wins this Afreeca World, he'll have won nearly 15% of all Afreeca World events.
I feel
That's
like
impressive.
the Korean ones? Or of the ones he's played in? Must be the ones he's played in, right?
You might be right. That's not what he said, though. Maths. So if he's won 8, and then he'll have won 9. How many Afreeca Worlds have there been? 61?
61.
9 of 61. I think that's about right.
That's like a
Quick maths.
6th.
Sorry, you cut out there. What?
That's like a sixth of all the Afreeca worlds. Not
Yeah.
Okay, so that was game number 1, which wrapped up pretty darn quick after that.
Yeah, once the mutas came out.
Okay. Loading into the next match. DRG versus Solar. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in to these events. It's really fun to be casting this Pro Starcraft once more.
Absolutely. So good to be back. Ice and Chrome. We are here.
Sorry, my mic was off.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was going to lower my desk. Sorry about that. And the bottom left, it is Solar.
And in the top right, it is the DongRaeGu. I don't know, man. I think J-Dong might have claim to the Dong right now, but he just went to his military service.
In the eyes of StarCraft 2, though, I think DongRaeGu's the one true Dong, right?
Yeah, for StarCraft 2 fans, for sure.
Maybe
but I don't know. I mean, I'm a weirdo. I think StarCraft is StarCraft. Like, I get most people who like StarCraft 2 don't like Brood War and vice versa. But I think if you're an elite pro StarCraft player, you're an elite pro StarCraft player. That's it.
that makes sense.
Could be wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so the players had mirror openings in the last game, but they took very different paths. However, it really was just DongRaeGu just being like, I'm gonna make some mutts, and Solar died.
I'll get there before you have many Hydralisks or many Infestors. Bring some Lings with me and some Banelings.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Solar just wasn't expecting, like, the direct attack.
No. I mean, neither did Cure, apparently, today, so... DongRaeGu is just taking people by surprise here today. It's very strange.
I mean, there's definitely those little timings you can hit in StarCraft 2 that, like, just your opponent will not be ready. And, like, the timing is just there glaringly, and everyone just doesn't think to do an action there. It's like the roach timing against a mutas thing. That's the best example of it. Sometimes people just won't be prepared for it. Look at that production tab.
It's glorious. It's almost like a Protoss production tab in PvP.
Yeah, but the thing about Protoss PvP is that you gotta watch where the buildings are. Production tab ain't enough.
No, but production tabs sure are similar. Speed's gonna finish up about the same time. Baneling Nest finishing at the same time. Third base is finishing about the same time.
Yeah, both players still mining gas full tilt, because you gotta have that in case you need to make a lair, roaches, banelings. Having the options is good.
Yeah, you're really not going to beat a professional Zerg player with just Zerglings. It's not happening. Even DongRaeGu made banelings that last game.
Even DongRaeGu.
Yeah.
Unless you do, like, that dirty Zerg, like, I'm gonna make the mass speedlings and then flood you and hide it.
I think that works in pro games. Have you seen that?
Scarlet did it against Rogue. That's the best example I can think of.
Oh yeah, man, that was a series.
That was something. Rogue's
That
like, guess I'll just
was-
die then.
That whole series was bananas. That's one of the most fun ZvZ series I've ever seen. Alright, Roach Warren from DongRaeGu this time. A little bit ahead of Solar's here. Both players going for that +1 missile. So, DongRaeGu not going for the mutes, for the mutts.
Yeah. He's going hard on the drones, though, compared to Solar. Just look at him.
56 to 50. Alright, 60 to 51. Now, that's the thing. If you can drone harder than your opponent, and they may make their army first, but it takes some time to get across the map. And if you can make a bigger army than them by the time they arrive, you're in a good spot. It's just, it's tricky. It's tricky to know.
Interestingly enough, Solar has got all of his gases going, whereas DongRaeGu not quite got all of his gases, missing one, and throws up a Nidus. Oh, that's Solar, pardon me.
Yeah.
Got him back. Got him back to front. So yeah, DRG going hard into the gas. Makes me wonder what he's going to do with all that. Solar just says, I'm going to kill ya.
You know what reduces that running across the map part of the equation? The Nidus.
So now here's the question. If the worm's just going under the ground, wouldn't the roaches still have to run the same distance?
It's magic?
Or do they like load up into the worm and then the worm digs with the units inside them faster than the units would run?
Right.
These are questions.
I think it's like there's muscles in the tunnel that just propel them super fast.
Okay, that sounds about right.
I think that's what I read somewhere. I didn't just make that up. Makes way too much sense for my brain. Alright. Army supply for Solar significantly bigger here. I don't know that DongRaeGu needs to stay here and fight.
Yeah, he's
but
got to
losing his
defend
base.
his third, though.
Yeah. Also, another knight is coming up.
Look at all these spines he's got popping up, however.
Yeah, it'll be super useful. A lot of Solar's roaches are injured on the front lines here, especially. Okay, that one got taken care of.
That's very important that that got taken care of. No knight is popping up in the main base means DongRaeGu can focus 100% on his defense. Army supplies within 10 of each other. Solar does have reinforcements coming on in, but I don't know if he's going to be able to overcome the defender's advantage.
Yeah, you know, it looked real scary there for a minute, but DongRaeGu holds it. He keeps his base. He doesn't lose that many drones at all.
Spine's even repositioning for DongRaeGu. Solar's going to try and go up the ramp, but it feels like this is a bit of a doomed attack. He's on 50 drones. He needs to make this work. Target's down a Spine, but that just means he's not killing roaches during the process. DRG has got his queens and will end up repelling Solar.
Yeah, so DongRaeGu, superior economy, army supply about the same now, +2 attack. Gonna finish up here for DongRaeGu as well. He'll have that advantage. That's massive. Another Nidus attempt while these are happening at the front door. I like it from Solar. Distractions are good. The Spines are really worth their weight in gold here in this match. And that Nidus does nothing.
The upgrades.
Solar not really microing at this point. I think he's done. There it is.
GG.
There's always that moment where the player just kind of stops playing and then is like,
they just
fine.
lose the will to play.
Yeah, and then they find the will to GG out. That was a nice hold from DongRaeGu. I gotta say, that was really dicey for a minute.
Yeah, really well done.
This guy, though, play Roach Ravager style. He can play Muta style. What I'd really like to see in the series is a super late game ZvZ with lurkers and hydras and vipers and stuff.
I think DongRaeGu would totally wreck Solar in that.
You think so?
I think so.
All right, fair enough. I was gonna say I think Solar probably has more time in it.
You're probably
in that particular strategy. It's fairly new.
DRG just seems so good at the minute, though.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's see. There's only one way to find out.
I know, let's get there. Both players, hold off. No rush, 10 minutes.
10 hour, 10 minutes?
Yeah, let's get to super late game ZvZ, please.
All right, here we are on Pillars of Gold. In the bottom left-hand side of the map, it is Solar.
And in the top right, he looks like he wants to earn that money. It is DongRaeGu.
Yeah, DRG looking good in this tournament. I'm always glad when a player wants to come out to these events.
Yeah, and especially somebody as kind of hot as DongRaeGu is.
Yeah, top 4. GSL definitely looking good.
Yeah.
He devoured Cure, who's the other guy that a lot of eyes are on at the minute.
Yeah, it's interesting to talk about players being, you know, top 4, top 2 GSL, because there are so many incredible foreigners right now that just don't compete in GSL at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, every time anybody says, you know, finished, like you say, top 4 GSL, I'm like, well, Cyril and Raynor were both not there. So, it used to be, yeah, it was everything. The best players are playing in GSL, and not so much anymore.
Yeah, sadly, but...
Totally, sadly. It's still incredibly impressive, but it's not what it was 5 years ago, you know?
Yeah, I'd like to see Cyril go to Korea.
I would too. I think that'd be fantastically entertaining.
Yeah, I wonder if he will do it. He just doesn't seem bothered to.
No, he really has no interest, it doesn't seem like.
Yeah. Not bothered.
I mean, there's a
all.
path for him to get to the global finals and win championships where he is. So like, why? He's basically has his own town in Finland. There. Like, they've just given him the place where he lives. It's nuts. And it seems like a nice place to be. Not that Korea is not nice, but like, it's not home,
At home?
You know?
Yeah. Like, if he did go to Korea, he'd get like a debuff almost from having to get used to the different culture and everything.
True fact.
It must be an odd feeling for the pro gamers now that this circuit's online, just winning tens of thousands of dollars in their pajamas.
Yeah, like never flying anywhere. That's the thing with the NBA, is that players, especially in the playoffs, are spending so much time on airplanes that it's always been a factor in the playoffs of how tired players are. They get sick because they're on airplanes so much.
Right.
But like, everyone's just, they play the games, they go back to their hotel, they don't go anywhere. There's no travel. So it's just completely changed the game. For the first time today, there were 2 players on opposite teams that scored 45 points each.
Oh, that sounds like a lot.
It's a lot of scoring. Like a great game is 25 points. Like 45 is nuts. And first time ever. And I think a lot of that is because the players aren't flying. They're not traveling. They're spending, you know, they're spending their nights in the same bed every single night. They're getting extra practice in if they need it. You know, you're not spending 8 hours on a plane. That's 8 hours in the gym if you want to.
That makes a ton of sense.
And same thing for Starcraft players. It's 8 hours, not in a plane. 8 hours you can practice. It's got to be good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the effect of the COVID is far-reaching for sure. All right, both players again going roaches here. DongRaeGu feels pretty comfortable doing that. Solar feels like he wants another whack at it.
Yeah, Solar scouted DRG's lair. He's got his own building, but then he's got the quicker third, so minor differences in their play between both these players. Probably won't measure out to be too much unless we do end up seeing DongRaeGu or Solar throw up a Spire.
This is the kind of build I just need to learn in ZvZ. My ZvZ win rates are garbage.
Why do that when you can 13-12?
Maybe that would be easier than whatever they're doing here, technically.
That's how I play ZvZ.
What's your follow-up? You just win with 13-12?
Live or die. It's the only option. There is no follow-up.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I'll throw up a hatchery. Maybe I'll make some roaches.
Wow, DongRaeGu gets right started on his +2 missile attack. He's like, that was real nice to have that last game.
Yeah, that did him wonders at the end. Is he even going to start Carapace too with his second Evo? Oh, I'd love that.
Me too. This skin is great. This mech skin is fantastic. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
roach
actually really
upgrades.
cool.
Uh-huh.
Constant changeling denial by DongRaeGu on Solar's changelings.
Still bothers me that changelings in ZvZ are slowlings.
Yeah.
like, come on. It's impossible. It is impossible to hide those. Zealots and Marines are sometimes real hard to hide, depending on your opponent's composition. But, like, slowlings, come on. I really wish changelings had the ability to change into whatever they were near.
It would be cool, yeah.
I think it'd be great.
Look at this supply, by the way.
Yeah. Solar,
DRG
big,
might
scary
get
army.
killed before he gets his upgrades out.
But this is where we were last time, right? I mean, it wasn't quite this problematic for DRG, but he was down. He was up in economy.
Oh, look
he
at
was
this.
down in
Solar
army
just
supply.
going forward.
Oh boy. Defender's advantage, kicking in a little bit here.
DongRaeGu targeting down the
DongRaeGu.
Ravagers. Well done.
DongRaeGu not retreating at all.
There's so much Zerg here for Solar. I think he just rolled DRG. Look at that.
Look at that. Great timing. Solar does not want to go down without a fight. Looking good. Brings it to a 2-1 with his roach timing there. Before DRG's upgrades kicked in, before his superior economy kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Perfect timing.
Yep. Can't do it better. Oh, I'm sorry. Both players scored 50 points plus each.
Oh, okay.
You know, because 45 wasn't enough.
Okay, we are loaded into the next game. We'll see if Solar is able to tie it up, or if DRG will extend his lead.
Yeah, I'd kind of like to see something different out of DongRaeGu. I mean, it worked out for him once with the roaches, but playing with fire there a little bit on the next one.
Okay, here we are. The best of 7 continues on in the bottom right-hand side of the map. It is DRG. Bottom left.
It's good. I do that all the time. And in the top right, he's red. He's Solar.
So do you get that like little pixely thingy?
Yeah.
In the center of your screen? Okay,
Yep.
so it's not
I've
just
been
me.
seeing it too. No, it's like it's trying to load in a logo or something, but there's nothing there. I don't know what it is.
I wonder if that was brought in with the new patch or whatever. Anyway, the countdown is very nice.
It is. I forget about it like half the time, and I'm like, what? What's happening?
It's like, why is the game not starting?
It looks like kind of the screen that pops up when somebody leaves the game before it starts.
Yeah, that makes
sense. Just a little bit at the very beginning, so my brain's like, oh, they left. It's like, wait, no. No, they're here. Okay. All right, DongRaeGu, he switched it up for me. He heard me. He's like, Falcon, for you, anything. Dude, there's an antenna on that spawning pool. How dumb is that?
I mean...
What?
Technically, don't spawning pools have feet so they can walk around?
I mean, they've never been able to do that in any version of StarCraft.
I think they do in co-op.
Do they? Co-op is a crazy
It
place.
wasn't in a No, it wasn't in the campaign mission.
No, totally not. Co-ops where they're like, let's do crazy things.
Yeah, and they do a good job of keeping it unique in it.
Yeah, I think so too. They work on it.
Copenhagen Doss says he likes it. It gives him time to type GLHF. Yeah, it is nice to get that out of the way. I still can't split my workers, though. Alright, Ling's showing up on Solar's door saying hello.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? And alright. So he's waiting for his lings to come out. The drones have to mess with this while also not dying, which is sometimes difficult. But Solar should be able to hold.
It's sometimes hard to do that as a drone.
Ooh, the Baneling nest, though. Dude, he's not even... Wow, he just gave up on it.
Yeah, he's just got to wait for his own lings to pop. He's got the
no,
spine on the way, which I like, but oh man.
Oh, man.
Oh, the queen.
And there's Banelings coming in, and Solar doesn't have his own Banelings. Oh, no.
No, that was why DongRaeGu targeted it down. Now
Yep.
he's got the option just to put the pressure on and use Banes against Solar, who's got none. So Solar, he's going to have to position his queen correctly, target down the Banes with that spine, and just make what he can. But he's literally got 4 lings out now against DRG's 15. Does DRG just Bane bust the queen?
It's a lot of Banelings to take down a queen. Those guys are
Yeah,
tanky.
Solar's just going to wall off, though. So he's got this figured out, kind of. So,
Kinda.
oh, one Bane's gone.
All right.
DRG still needs to get more damage done. And here he goes. In go the Banes. They hit the spine. Great connection.
Yep, spine down is big. Now the drones are fighting with queen support. Transfuse is massive there, and DRG gets out.
Yeah,
He's gonna work on that nat.
Like, I think Solar might have held this, though. He's got Banes out.
Yep,
He's got a
better
higher
worker
drone count. Oh my gosh, Solar held. GG! Oh, I thought he was done!
He lost that Baneling nest, and I was like, oh no. You know what? He got it back up in quick time.
Wow.
The queens were massive, paid for themselves exceptionally well. He kept his natural base around and didn't lose that. That was pretty important. And just had a better economy. Dude, Solar, sick hold, man. That was great. DongRaeGu switched it up, did not work for him, and we're tied up in this best of 7, 2-2. ZvZs, man. Barrel
ZvZ.
last.
Oh, I totally thought he was dead.
Me too.
Goddingen says, "Hi, Laughing. Who do you think is the GOAT?"
Greatest of all time StarCraft 2 player. Shoot.
I say it's got to be Cyril. And my reasoning for that is that I'm a big fan of consistency. And Cyril is... I know my webcam's totally messed up right now, by the way.
It's fine. He's a robot. He's just always
Cyril
there. Yeah.
has had the best win streak out of any pro player in StarCraft 2.
It's true.
Whereas guys like Maru, yes, he won 4 GSLs, but then like he'd bomb out in like some online tournament. And to me, it's way more impressive, even if Cyril hasn't won 4 GSLs, that he won so many events in a row without losing. Because there's a lot of StarCraft players that have incredibly high highs, but then they'll still drop maps and they'll still drop series. And so that's why Cyril's the GOAT, in my opinion.
It would feel easier to say that if he was competing in GSLs and winning GSLs.
That is also very true.
Like, as much as I say that the winning GSLs have become a little bit devalued, it's still a tougher road than winning WCS events over the last 2 years, right?
Oh, 100% I agree.
Yeah, so...
The thing is, though, Cyril, like, yes, he hasn't played in a GSL, but he won GSL versus the world twice, right? And then he won BlizzCon. And
No, I know. His highs are really high, and his consistency has been good.
he has beat the Koreans, though. That's the thing.
Yes,
It's
but
not
it's
like he
harder.
hasn't done it.
I know, but it's harder to beat the Koreans if you're competing in every GSL, right?
That's true.
If your consistent day in day out performances are against better players, then it's harder to be consistent.
That's actually a very valid point.
I mean, I love Cyril, and I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying it would be easier to say if Cyril just played in GSL for a year.
Yeah.
That's all.
I definitely think that that would be good to see, because Cyril doesn't play, like, his main opponent in Europe is the Zergs, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Hero Marine's pretty great.
He's good, but he's not a Maru. He's not
No.
He's not a TY. And same, like, the Protosses in Europe are good too, but they're not as good as the Korean Protosses, I don't think. And so if we saw Cyril play more against them, then that would be the big question of whether he's the GOAT or not. Like, I have no doubt that Cyril could go into the GSL and beat the Korean Zergs and ZvZs. No
Right.
problem. But whether he could go to the GSL and beat, like, the Marus in a best of 5 and the traps and such, which he has done in other events, but in a GSL with all the pre-planning and everything,
Do it, Cyril. Move to Korea. Help us out. Help us with these discussions. I mean, Rogue has made a pretty convincing argument. He's the greatest player after his GSL win recently. I mean, he's got, global final. Wait, does he have a BlizzCon win?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's
He
got
beat
that.
Sue, didn't he?
He's got 2 IEMs according to DongRaeGu here.
SOS is a non-factor at this point. What has SOS won in, I don't know, a long time? He made a GSL finals against Yun. He made the IEM Invitational Pyeongchang against Scarlet. Other than that, I don't think he's done too much, right?
Yeah, it's too difficult.
Yeah,
with the two
Starcraft's
separate
too developed
tournaments.
for SOS's creativity and crazy stuff to have as much leeway. Anyway, DRG is going for a big old Ling Flood. Solar seems very, very prepared, however.
Excellently prepared. He was willing to throw up additional Evos if he wants to.
Oh, the Lings are in.
Wait, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, roaches are already done, however.
True, they're going to pop out, be extremely useful here. The drones are getting pulled quite nicely, avoiding the banelings as well as they can. Roaches protecting. Alright, not bad.
Yeah,
6
decent
drones go
Bane
down.
connections.
7 drones go. Oh, there's more lings.
Wow.
Okay, suddenly, yikes.
The roaches are just barely staying alive, but they do go down. It's so close here. The drone count's very even. Solar's got the roaches being produced still. So he can very well hold off and restabilize. DRG is on 3 bases, though, to Solar's 2.
Yeah, I was going to point that out. His economy is better. He is just flooding lings, so you can't move out with your roaches because there's a million lings that'll kill all your stuff. And kill your roaches, too.
Yeah, this
Okay,
isn't looking good at all. GG, DRG brings it back. I know we weren't too focused on the game there. But
That's because nothing happened until the lings arrived. I think we're okay.
Like, oh, lings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we're fine. That was great. Man, DongRaeGu is pulling different stuff out of his hat here. He's won with Mutos. He's won with Roaches. He's won with Ling Floods.
That was definitely a
Banelings.
submarine build.
Yeah, 100%. You do not do that on a lot of the other maps. Oh, I tried to wall it off. It wasn't going to work anyway. That's one of my favorite things, is just having enough Zerglings to where the Roaches get all surrounded and die.
Yeah, that is pretty satisfying.
Because after a while, the Roach count just gets high enough that's impossible. But right at the beginning, you can do it.
Okay, here we are. Heading into the next match. We'll see if DRG takes it home or if Solar will send us to a Game 7.
Game 7 would be a lot of fun. Gotta say.
Maybe Game 7 would be our nice long one. Okay, in the bottom right-hand side, it's solar.
And in the top left... Oh, am I here? You can hear me, yeah? It is. Okay, the Yellow Zerg player, 3 games, 1 so far, DongRaeGu.
The D to the R to the G. Death Aura, a much, much larger map.
Yeah, I like to say Death Aura 2, but Tastosis calls it Deathora. And
Well,
every
that's just
time
wrong,
I'm like,
right?
I know. Every time I'm like, why? Where are you getting Deathora from?
Yeah,
Anyway, it's
Death
fine.
Aura. It's the word death, then aura.
Yeah,
It's Death Aura.
I mean, ideally it would be 2 words instead of 1
Uh-huh.
because what is going on? Yeah,
We're right.
we're right. Tastosis is wrong. We love you guys.
I am excited for when the GSL comes back, though.
Uh-huh.
That Friday night GSL, that time slot that they put for us Pacific nerds was the best thing ever.
Yes, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish it was all accessible to us, but man, those
Yeah.
3 a.m. streams are just like, no.
You either gotta move to Europe or you gotta move to
Korea.
Australia.
Ooh, yeah.
Because Australia gets all the events, I think, pretty much.
That's true. Oh, but a reason to live in Australia.
Ah, right?
Ah,
You're
we found
welcome.
one. Somicron, we said good things about your country for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know how my microphone did. I can't really hear myself through my headphones like I usually can, but everything seems fine, so whatever.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Yeah. Cool. Tasteless made a Deathara fighting Godzilla joke, and now it's Deathara.
Is
Are you-
Deathara a thing from Godzilla? Or is he just mean?
Or does it sound like a monster from Deathara?
Both would not surprise me.
No.
I do like Godzilla, though.
Yeah, Godzilla movies can be fun. They can also be garbage.
Oh, the
Did
last
you watch
one
the-
was terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you watch the last one?
Oh, God.
What's
that
crazy is, what a cast. It's got freaking Bryan Cranston in it. It's got Millie Bobby Brown.
Well, that was... Bryan Cranston was in the one before, right?
Oh, wait, did I miss one?
No, Millie Bobby Brown and Bryan Cranston were in the different movies.
Oh, what's the most recent Godzilla?
War of the Monsters, I think? Or King of the Monsters? I don't know. There's the multiple creatures. Like the King whatever, Ghidorah.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Yeah.
I'm talking about King of the Monsters from April 2019-ish.
Yeah, that was...
There's another one after that?
No, just Bryan Cranston was in the one before that.
Oh.
And they killed him off in like the first 10 minutes.
like...
And everyone's like, gosh darn it, because it was just after he'd been in Breaking Bad and everyone was so excited to see what he did next.
They tricked us.
They completely bamboozled everyone. That one wasn't a bad movie.
Okay. Oh no, it's Charles Dance. Man, I love Charles Dance. He's Game of Thrones. He's
King-
Tywin.
Yeah,
Nope, Tywin.
Tywin. Gosh,
Like-
that's such a good character.
Like when he died, I really feel like the show took a significant downturn.
Uh-huh.
Like the loss of Tywin was massive. Anyway, yeah, Charles Dance was in there. Okay, you're right. Bryan Cranston was in the one before that. Good call.
Yeah.
Ghidorah.
I mean, DRG, I feel like I want to keep talking about monsters and stuff, but DRG is
But-
actually on match point here.
Yes. So we'll focus on Starcraft, everyone.
A little bit.
Spire from Solar.
Hey. Pulling the Uno card.
Oh man, let's see how DongRaeGu deals with being on the opposite end of the Mutts.
DRG's just been getting attacked by Solar so consistently the past few games that he's like, oh, of course, he's just going to attack me again. But no.
Oh!
Alright, there's not a lot of anti-muta coming out of DRG, by the way. Nor is there a big timing attack looking thing. There should definitely be an Overseer going in for...
Ugh, I love that DongRaeGu starts his own Spire.
How to counter a Spire. Step
Spire.
1, build your own Spire.
Step 2, don't die to Mutalisks before you get your Mutalisks. Solar, weird Ling timing all of a sudden.
Yeah, DRG has got roaches though, so he should be fine.
A lot of Ling.
Look at the drone count, by the way, of DRG.
Done so well with the macro. It's hurt him a couple times. Ooh, look at Solar's 4th base location.
Huh. Oh, he wants the rich gas for mutas. Oh, I love that.
Oh yeah,
That
9
is a
mutas
double
on the
rich
way.
gas.
Dude, that is insanely good for Mutalisks. Look, he's getting the extractors early too. Like that's how interested he is in this.
Ho, ho, ho. That is such a good move from Solar. And now he knows, seeing DRG's Spire, that it's going to be Muta versus Muta. He's salivating at the mouth as we speak. Alright, there's the Mutas of Solar moving in. DRG is going to need to fire his up instantly. However, Solar's just got the head start on the Muta War. And so DRG settles for Corruptors. Oh. I gotta say, I like that choice, honestly, seeing as how Solar's going to be going hard into the Mutas off the back of his rich Vespine gases.
Yeah,
There's no way
Corruptors...
DRG could have competed Muta v Muta.
No, definitely not. Especially with that 4th base popping any second now. Like, if you're the Roaches, don't you just kind of go? Like, you're kind of useless here.
Yeah,
I guess you're worried about this.
The Lings, though.
Yeah, alright. You're worried about them
patience
struggling.
is the only way DRG wins this game.
That Corruptor skin is insane.
Yeah, it's
What the heck is going on? They have, like, arms or something. They're like robotic arms? What are they doing with those?
Yeah, they've got, like, metal on their teeth, on their jaws. It's awesome.
Fun design.
So, hey, let's just take Zerg and throw a bunch of spikes on it.
Copenhagen says he loves your way you can turn a phrase.
Turn a phrase.
Not sure what phrase he's talking about.
I don't either.
Ooh, got a Corruptor. That's nice. This might get into our late game ZvZ.
Yeah, except it would be air versus air, which is
Well,
not the way I expected it, but I'm fine with it.
Can transition out of it.
Yeah.
But Solar's extra gas income here is going to be humongous.
Oh, it's going to be so good for him.
Somicron, you're here. We said nice things about Australia earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Specifically that you can watch all the GSLs without having to wake up at 3 in the morning. But unfortunately, Somicron is on a baker's schedule, so he can't watch the GSLs live
Well, that's
either.
miserable.
Yeah, it's not great. Somicron gets none of the benefits.
Well, it's like midday. You can wake up early, do your baking, go home, have a nap.
Could work out.
Oh my gosh, look at all the links from Solar. He's just charging on in there. Those roaches are being transfused so much.
That's such good
Corruptor
transfuse.
Muta doesn't matter. GG, Solar puts us to the ace match.
Dang. Oh, Somicron was here. He just didn't say anything. That's cool. Says the Corruptors have thrusters, which it looked like they were pointing out the front of their heads, though.
I think that was just other Corruptors.
Yeah, there's like the official mech Corruptors that do have thrusters, but this is a different variation. Anyway, we're gonna game 7 this thing. All right. I don't know, when that first series was a 3-0 sweep, I was like, ugh, this might be another fast Afreeca, but no! Both Solar and DongRaeGu came to play. Zest came to play as well. He forced a game 5 before getting eliminated. Oh, it's gonna be Golden Wall for game 7 too. Ooh.
Of course they waited for this one to be the last.
Well, it's funny because a lot of players hate it, but sometimes it shows up the very first choice in some of these series. I don't understand that.
I think Golden Wall is just the best implementation there's ever been of a gold base.
Oh,
At least from
Where
a
you-
Terran and Terran and Protoss perspective.
because you can like mine from both sides.
Well, because you can harass it by air very easily and get units behind it. Otherwise,
Right,
the
right.
Zerg just rushes it and takes it.
That's a good point.
Okay, here we go. Into the next match and the final match of the day for Afreeca World number 61, DRG versus Solar. A best of 3, or a best of 7. Each with 3 points.
Can't ask for more from a ZvZ, I gotta tell you.
That is true.
If you're asking too much, if you're asking more, then you're asking too much. All right.
All right, here is the Dong himself in the bottom left-hand side of the map. It's DRG, and he's going to be early pooling.
And on the bottom right, he's red. He's been down in
my
the series,
gosh.
but he's tied up now. It is an early pool from Solar.
Yes! Yes!
Yes.
This
What's
is
up?
the way I like to see these guys end a series.
Hey, what's up, Kai? Welcome to chat. Welcome to Game 7.
Underdog talking like the game's already over, but yes, thank you for the kind words.
Thinks it's going to be a quick game, which is entirely fair.
It could not be, though. Sometimes these
True.
like they've gone for the same opening, they're just gonna
Yep.
head each other off. And it could turn into a super duper long macro game. In which they're both abducting units over the Golden Wall with Vipers.
Yeah, let's do it, guys. Do it for us. Give us what we want. Don't do what's best for you.
These walls are cool. I've never really looked too closely at them.
Yeah, they're super fun designs. Really good Protoss design for maps is always interesting to me.
Yeah. It makes me think of Age of Mythology. Big
Oh.
walls like this.
Yeah, yeah. That Overlord barely clears it.
His feet grazing along the bottom.
Oh, hang on. Did they not see each other?
I believe not.
Oh my gosh, this
Now
is going to
they
be the
do.
greatest. Oh, hold
See,
on.
the
What does
thing is-
Solar do?
They don't know that it's like the 6 lings. Now they do on either side. What was the follow-up, though? Yeah, Solar went for the hatchery, whereas DRG's the one who's been going full tilt, which I think is really going to lead into his favor.
Yeah, the
I
Baneling
think-
Nest is going to be really important. I don't know if that hatch is going to survive anyway.
Oh, wait, I just realized Solar's doing this gasless, whereas DRG is not. That is terrible, terrible for Solar.
Oh boy.
He is in a lot
buddy.
of trouble.
Solar, friend.
He's gonna try and save the hatchery, which is a very big deal if he can.
Yes, that larva is going to be massive. Queen production is going to be nice too, but here come the Banelings.
Oh boy, here come the Bane train.
It's really tight micro here, trying to
Yeah,
keep the Banelings
Solar's out on the
alive.
map with slow lings, though. They're all dead.
Oh, the speed is done.
Speed is done.
Okay.
Banes are done. Solar's in a lot of trouble. He's got the one spine finishing up. His queens are going to have to hold the ramp, and
Dude, his slowlings, though, are just getting chomped.
yeah.
Where's DongRaeGu's additional lings, though? Dude, Solar's kind of surviving here.
Yeah, DRG did take a minute to get more lings out. I guess he was supply blocked, and so
Oh, no.
I don't know if he just didn't want to spend the money on another Overlord and was planning on trading out units or what. But yeah, Solar's holding on for now.
He
And Solar's
totally-
so confident is even building drones.
Wow.
DRG though, oh look at this guy. Look at this guy, he's building the gold.
He's thinking about it.
Solar, by the way, is still years away from getting up speed. He hasn't even thrown up a gas yet. So the risk of counterattack for DRG is 0. All of a sudden, the game hits a lull.
I know. It was like crazy Baneling craziness. Baneling, I don't think a Baneling's exploded today. It hasn't exploded of its own volition, and it hasn't been killed either. It's been a really good control from DongRaeGu. Solar's been trying to pop them, but they've just been hanging out.
Yeah, it's been looking pretty close both ways. Solar is getting up that higher drone count quicker. However, he still doesn't have gas, or no, there's his gas, pardon me. Still no speed started yet. He's gonna throw up an Evo, and is he just gonna go into roaches? Skip the speed, go for roaches.
Oh, Solar, you're on a ticking time bomb here, buddy. Solar's got the better economy, but DongRaeGu does have the gold income. So if we look at the income tab, it is pretty even, actually.
Yeah, I do like this much better for Solar, though. He's got his +1 on the way.
Yeah.
And he's gonna have his Roach Warren done. And then it's so close for him to hit the gold base of DRG if he just goes for a big attack. And it's just gonna be like a Kamehameha into another Kamehameha when it's just roaches across the map. The very linear path on Golden Wall. Oh, nice snipe on the Bane. Oh, Solar's bringing the Spine and the Queens!
Oh, no, who was that? Somebody at DreamHack did that?
Oh, I don't know, but it's a billion IQ play we see right now.
I think Cyril did it, and it totally was awesome. All right, man. DongRaeGu in a world of hurt. By taking that gold base, he made the rush distance shorter for the spines.
Yeah, he's got to hold the top of this ramp before Solar pushes up.
Oh, Solar doesn't know that's there.
Doesn't know what's where.
He just walked right past a bunch of roaches at this base. Was it just a miscontrol?
I'm not sure, but...
Something weird happened there because he did not engage. It looked like he was just trying to walk right past it, and bad things happened.
Solar's going to go for it. He's got the Spine queued up. He's going to snipe a Queen. DRG's had to make everything he possibly can, and this is going to be one close battle. The Ravagers will help out for DRG. There is no Ravagers for Solar, so it's going to be very close. The Crows of Baal help making the Spine unburrow is huge, and is DRG going to hold this?
I think he's got it held. That Spine is not... Oh, look, it keeps having to cancel and reburrow. Queen down, roaches down.
Oh, I think DRG, he did it!
With a disgusting hold.
Oh,
what a
my
finish.
Gosh.
Wow. That was a fantastic ZvZ series. That was anything I could have asked for.
That was looking really, really dicey for DongRaeGu. He had the lead in this series, and he almost let it slip. But in the end, DongRaeGu wins his first Afreeca World.
That's twice now that Solar showed up with a really scary roach-style attack. DongRaeGu didn't have enough, it looked like, and then he held.
Mm-hmm.
What a boss. I mean, it's a little bit of a premature GG. He's got more workers than DRG does.
Yeah.
Army value is virtually identical. It is 2 base to 2 base. I mean, yeah, the gold is an advantage, but I don't know if that's a leave the game style of advantage. I don't know.
Yeah, that is a gold base economy math right there. That's always fun to watch, and that was a great finale, I think, for this Afreeca World, our first one back in a while.
Absolutely correct. That was really fun. Again, when it started with that sweep, I was like, oh no. But then the second series was fantastic, and the finals was really good.
Yeah, I was worried too about it being something a little too quick for my liking.
Yeah, sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Really, really good games, though. And, of course, thanks to Cure, thanks to Zest, thanks to Solar, and thanks to the champion, DongRaeGu, for coming out.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, everybody. Good numbers here. Again, tell your friends. We're doing this every couple of weeks, same place. We'll tweet out when we're going to be doing it. So follow us both on Twitter. Our names are below our faces here. Pretty easy to figure out. You can follow the Afreeca Afreeca Twitter as well. They like to announce when the next ones are. So that's the thing. We don't have a super set schedule. It depends a lot when the players can play, when LaughNgamez and I are available. So following us on Twitter is the best way to find out when the next ones are.
Yeah, it was fun to be back for it, and yeah, Falcon Paladin and I both do videos on YouTube all the time, every day. So you'll get a lot of Starcraft if you sub to both of us on there. And yeah, just follow us where you can. Big thanks to everyone for tuning on in, and we will be heading on out.
We will, but we'll be back in about a couple of weeks, somewhere around there again. We'll try to let you know as fast as we can, as soon as we know. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.